jungle friends. Mr. War here at your service with another math video. Yes, we're on topic B, fractions as division. Woohoo! Yeah. Oh, whoops. I thought I had my magic pen. Major mistake here, Mr. War. Oh no. Get the eraser quick. It's leaking all over the place. Okay, here we go. Mega eraser. Well, welcome to another math video, my friends. And what are we doing today? Well, it looks like it says the objective, basically our learning target, says that students will be able to interpret a fraction as division. Interpret, to bring meaning. All right? So we're going to take a fraction and we're going to be looking at that and we're going to be interpreting a fraction as division. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. We'll get on the next page here. Ding! Here we go. And here I have a blank page. Was that an accident? I don't know, but let me go ding again. Okay, that's what I was actually looking for. Ooh, it looks like we got a couple of animal friends over here. So let's take a look here. Let's start in this regard. Let's think of a problem as we interpret a fraction as division. Let's go ahead and let's just say, let's take 2 divided by 2. All right, now most of you probably know the answer. We could go ahead and put the answer there, 1. We know that 2 divided by 2 equals 1, just as 2 halves, right? 2 divided by 2 equals 1. We learned that because we were adding and subtracting fractions, and we needed to sometimes make a whole, but creating or generating or representing that whole as a fraction, much like the 2 over 2. All right, let's go ahead and show that. Let's say, for example, let's just imagine, okay? Let's just imagine these are crackers. Yes, okay? So I have 2 crackers here, all right? Animal crackers, if you wish, all right? We can pretend that, see, we have an animal here. Ooh, I lost him. Where'd he go? Here he is. Come back. Okay, there's your animal cracker right there, okay? Let's bring him order to the front. Bring to the front, okay? So there you go. Animal cracker. Yummy, camel. All right. Mr. War, really, let's get it together here. So basically, we're going to have these 2 crackers, and we're going to share these 2 crackers equally between 2 people. Okay, obviously if we have that. So I'm going to go ahead and take my pen here and first just kind of show that these here we have 2 crackers with the 2 of these together. Now basically, what we want to do is we want to share these 2 crackers equally with 2 people. Well, if we come over here, you can say that though. If we did do that, then we would basically be saying, these are the same crackers, that each person would get a cracker. Here's 1 cracker for 1 person. Here's another cracker for another person. Therefore, the answer would be 1, right? Would equal 1, much like a problem. I know, it's so basic, all right? But let's go ahead and take this to the next level. Okay, now let's imagine that we only have 1 cracker. All right, 1 cracker. And I'm going to go ahead and flip to the next page here. So here's my 1. Oops. Yeah, sure, Mr. War, I'm sure you tried that. Okay, so here's our 1 cracker, green cracker. This 1 cracker, now we're going to try to share this 1 cracker with 2 people. Interesting. Interesting concept there, Mr. War. Okay, 1 cracker. Well, now we're going to have to do something different. Well, with just 1 cracker, you guys know we're going to have to split that cracker in half. And in half we have done. So now what do we have? Well, let me go ahead and grab this here. So now we've basically taken that 1 cracker. He hardly looks like a half, does he? And could I make him like a half? I probably could. Let's do that to make it a little bit more accurate here, huh? So you can see, it looks like about a half. Okay. And then we're just going to make a copy of them. So here we have that 1 cracker now. Okay, he's been split. Okay, it's not a full cracker anymore. It's a half of a cracker. Okay, here's 1 half, and here's the other half. Okay, so now we know that this is a half of a cracker, and this is a half of a cracker. Well, this is what our problem was. We were taking 1 cracker, and we were trying to divide it by 2 to give it to 2 people. We wanted them to get the equal amount. We end up with 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 1 half. Seems pretty basic, doesn't it? But this is what we're doing. This was our learning target, to interpret a fraction as division. And you can see how we've actually interpreted this fraction here 1 over 2 as division. Okay, so obviously each person is going to get a half a cracker. 2 halves, if you will, divided by, because you have these 2 halves, divided by 2 people is going to equal 1 half. Each are going to get half. All right, let's try this again. Go to the next page. And let's just ignore this here. Goodbye. Thank you. All right. So let's go ahead and do the same thing, but let's take that 1 cracker now, that 1 cracker, and let's go ahead and divide that 1 cracker, all right, by 3 people. Oh my goodness, 3 people on 1 little cracker? Well, now you can see that, well, if we have that 1 cracker, we're dividing by 3. It looks like we're making thirds here, aren't we? Very interesting. Yes, we are. And I'm going to make another copy of this one here. But what I need to do is somehow make this into thirds. That's close. Maybe a little bit thicker. It doesn't always like to respond right away. And a little bit larger. Maybe skinnier. Maybe something like that. All right? I just do that for some. So now you can see I basically have my thirds. Now each person is going to get part of that cracker. Because this is one person here is going to get that much. Another person is going to get this much. And that's our problem. We have 1 cracker divided by 3 people. And you can see we're interpreting that fraction now as division. That's exactly what we've done. It seems pretty easy, doesn't it? All right. Now what I want to do here is, I think this is my last page. So I'm going to go ahead and make a copy of that page. Let me see if that'll work. And let's just clone page. Thank you. And now we're going to do something a little bit different here. Let's go ahead and let's take 3 crackers. Let me get rid of this here too. Sorry. All this stuff here, disappear. Voila. See you later. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 crackers. There we go. We're going to take 3 crackers, and now we're going to share them equally, okay, with 2 people. Okay. 3 crackers. Got my 3. So far, I hope you're with me. We're going to divide this by 2. Well, it's kind of a problem, isn't it? You know, I mean, we have our 3 squares that are representing 3 crackers. We need to have like 2 circles, right? Because we're going to represent, there's a portion of that amount that's going to go to each person, and we're going to have 2 people. So what I could do by just looking at this is I could take 1 whole cracker here, see, and I'm just going to bring him down here, and that could be for 1 person. That's that cracker. And then I could take another cracker, see, and that would be for that person, and that's 2 people right there. But I have this other cracker. Oh, I could probably just come over here and go, since it's just 2 people, come on down. I could do this. I could go right down a halfway part. See? And that way, each would get half. If you know what I mean? Each would get half. So let's go ahead and show that. Let's see, I need to take this here. And I can actually take one of these. And then what I'm going to do is, I want to get half. Let me do this. Is that about half? Ooh, pretty close. A little smaller. All right, maybe a little bit more like this. Kind of hard sometimes to get this. Ooh, that looks pretty close. I don't know. I could almost live with that. So I'll try to get the halfway part. And, ooh, I don't know. It's pretty close. I'll take it. All right, and then we put that half. So this is going to represent this half for that 1 person. Now I can go ahead and do my circle. See, there's 1 person, and here's the other person. So we've taken 2. So this problem says 3 crackers divided by 2 people, okay, is going to equal, well, there's another way to write this, 3 crackers over 2. That's taking our, basically a fraction and interpreting it as division, which we've done. And then we end up with, basically, 1.5. 1.5 crackers for each person, okay? Or if you will, if you wanted to divide all of this, this is another way of looking at the problem. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 halves. And just learn how to spell here. 6 halves, here we go. And we're going to divide that by 2 people. So that's going to equal 3 halves. Isn't that great? Yes, and you know what? And that's it, my friends, to this video. Pretty simple, huh? And I'll go ahead and give you some more. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do this instead. Because that wonderful O seems to... In fact, you know what? Let me go ahead. I know you guys want to see it. Let's do this in a crayon, okay? This is... Let me see if I'm spelling this right. I think so. There is your code word. Okay, here we go. So you saw the code word, I do believe. And if you didn't, you're getting another chance at it, because I'm going to give it to you right now. Okay? That, my friends, is the code word. All right. No one can miss that. All right? Live long and prosper.